What is up, my hunting brothers and sisters? It's been a while since I sat down and had a one-on-one with all of you on where I've been and where I'm going with certain projects. So sit tight. We are into early January 2022. I can't believe 2021 is gone already, but thankfully it is. Can't remember what day we're at right now. 12th, 13th, 14th. I don't even know anymore. So the reality is right now I'm coming to you live with COVID. Yes, I got the Fauci flu. I am now a statistic in Fauci's great experiment. But that probably tells you my feelings on them. I'm here to tell you I tested positive yesterday. I actually feel great. 2 evenings ago, I returned from, 2 days ago, I returned from the ATA show. Monday evening, had a slight fever, body aches, knew the inevitable happened, and so I went yesterday morning, had a COVID test. Turned out positive. Yesterday just kind of felt just off. I didn't feel bad at all, just kind of off. It was weird. It's hard to describe. Haven't been taking anything. Did take a couple ibuprofen the other night when I had some body aches, but just keep pumping my vitamins. Lots of fluids with electrolytes. And honestly, right now, I feel as close to 100% as probably anybody could, I think, right now with COVID. I mean, as at 100, no, but I'd say it's definitely in the mid to high 90s percentiles how good I feel, which is awesome. I really don't have much of a cough, every once in a little bit. So again, feeling really good. So there's that. It was inevitable, so keep on chugging. If you had to struggle with it, or if you lost one, my heart bleeds for you, and I really do feel terrible. And I'm not trying to make light of the COVID situation, but I am feeling great, and that's a blessing. I'd like to think last year I dropped about 60 pounds in weight. I think that factors in living fairly clean, eating well, taking vitamins, and excuse me, and they're a little COVID phlegm there. Anyway, enough about that. So what I've been up to, I got a little cheat sheet here on my tablet. So I just returned from the ATA show in Louisville, Kentucky. Overall, ATA, it was kind of a bummer this year. Parts of it sucked. Parts of it were just kind of a bummer. Parts of it were a lot of fun, and it was great. Overall, excuse me. Overall, the amount of manufacturers there was down. I'd guess probably a third over some of the bigger years in the past, but I don't know the numbers. I'm just looking at what the eye test says. Obviously, attendees were way down as well. Last year being a virtual year, actually a lot of people enjoyed it because they didn't have to spend money to go set up or go and attend it. So it was down, so that was kind of a bummer. And I don't know. I hope it rebounds, but who knows what's going to happen with it. But it was fun. I got to reconnect with a lot of old friends. Make some new friends, a lot of laughs, go out, do dumb stuff, and get COVID. Again, a little bit of COVID phlegm, but again, I feel great. So anyway, ATA was done, and we got back from that. One of the things that was at ATA was the Badlands Film Festival. I did submit 2 films to the film festival. They're in my video playlist down below, so please check those out. Unfortunately, I did not make the finals. For whatever reason, I just kind of biting my tongue, but it is what it is. I'm not bitter about it. I just have some opinions, and that's fine. I had a couple people who attended it and said that my films were as good as anything in the finals. Were they good enough to win? Probably not, but those people said that they both should have been in the finals, which is cool. That's a big compliment. I get it. Again, no hard feelings. It's just is what it is. So check those videos out. I'll be making more. But there is a new independent film festival coming up this summer that I'm really excited about. I've kind of got some info through the inside channels, and more will be made public of that in the near future. So that's kind of exciting. So recap a little bit on hunting seasons. So I had a wonderful deer hunting season. I killed 3 bucks and 1 doe. I killed a doe in Indiana with my bow. I killed Of the biggest buck I've ever killed with a bow here in Indiana. That was actually in one of the film festival films. Both of those deer were on video. I went out to Missouri. I killed a young buck on, I think, day 4 of hunting out there. It was honestly the only deer I saw the whole time. Unfortunately, I did not hit the record button. This is just wonderful joys of self-filming, so I did not get that on film. And then back in Indiana, I killed a second buck. I happen to have property in what we call a reduction zone, so I get 2 buck tags. And that buck, also, I did not get the kill on film. I actually bumped the camera very badly when I shot him. That was with a rifle. So, anyways, but it was a great year. Love them. Actually, 2 of those bucks, that was the one right back here that I killed with my bow in Indiana. It's on the film festival. And this is my other Indiana buck right back here that I killed with a rifle. Both very nice bucks. What else is coming up? We got goose seasons are in. I've gone like once so far this year. I haven't killed a goose, but I usually don't start hitting it hard till this time of the year. I'm looking forward to this weekend. We got snowstorms supposedly coming in, and knock on wood, if I'm feeling well, which hopefully I will, I'm going to be out there chasing geese, COVID or not, this weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that. Got through mid to late February. I don't remember when it ends. So really kind of looking forward to that. Turkey seasons are right around the corner. I'm still trying to shake out some of my plans in turkey seasons. Trying to find a new spot in Texas. Got some leads in Oklahoma. I may go back to South Dakota. Really not sure. I got a lot of different options. This year I was also going to take a spring break trip with my wife and kids, something that we as a family never get to do because for years my wife's career as a tax accountant wouldn't allow us to take a spring break like everybody else gets to do. And both of my girls are in college. My oldest is graduating, so this is our last opportunity to do a traditional family like spring break, somewhere warm, beachy. Yeah, it doesn't play into the hunting theme at all, but it's okay. I love my family, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. I do have some video projects coming up that I'm going to focus on as I go through my list. These are just some notes I've talked about. Is I want to do a saddle hunting for the old guys 2.0. I did one a little over a year ago. It was very well received. My thoughts on saddle hunting, especially as a guy over 50, 2 years into it. Spoiler alert, I freaking love it. It's awesome. I want to go over some of my gear in the saddle hunting that I use. I kind of use a hodgepodge of different things. I've not married into anyone's system. I did initially, and since then I broke away, and I found the items that worked for me best. If those of you have known and seen what I use, I tend to not be married to a brand outside of Magnus broadheads and Dave Smith decoys and Hot Shot archery as far as the releases, and that's because I really, really love those products. I'm good friends with all the owners of those companies and the people within those companies, and those relationships mean a lot to me. But when it comes to saddle hunting, I'm not married to a brand. I don't care what the name on the tag is. I'm looking for the stuff for me. So I'm going to go over the saddle hunting gear, the sticks, the accessories, all that. I want to do a follow-up video on the T&K Bino harness system. I did a review, box opening, initial thoughts on that in August, September, or something like that. Hunted all year with it. What a phenomenal product. Love it. I want to do a follow-up on my thoughts on it after, I've hunted all year. Another one I do is I've really grown to love the Baronet Ox series blinds for turkey hunting in particular the last few years. And I've got a couple of different models of theirs, and I want to do a follow-up video on those. I want to do a video. I've never done a video on them, but it's just such an awesome alternative, in my opinion, to some of the overhyped brands and overhyped features on some of the other blinds out there. I just think they're awesome blinds, especially at their price point, the way they're constructed. I want to do a video. I've never done a video for Hot Shot on the release that I use. I get a lot of questions. I use their Xbot, so I'm going to do a video on that. I've been playing around with spy point cameras for the last couple of years too, and I know that there's this love-hate, it seems like, out there on them, and I've had such good success. I mean, are they perfect? No. I want to do a video on them. Also have another camera manufacturer's reached out to me. I think is going to send me their cell cam, which would be interesting to take a look at. I'm excited. I'm not married to any brands. And then I'm also going to do something on my turkey hunting self-filming gear for 2022. Every year I seem to tweak everything, do something different. Keep adding to the mix on how I can get better footage, better creative angle footage, and ultimately deliver an end video or film or whatever you want to call it that is something I'm proud of and just keep improving. So that's kind of what my plans are right now. It sounds like a lot, but apparently I've got a few days to work on some videos as I sit here in quarantine. So thankful that I have an employer who's very understanding and a wife who's very understanding. My girls are away at college. I'm living down in my basement where my studio is at right now. I've got an air mattress blown up behind the camera over here. And so just trying to keep myself busy and, again, keep feeling well. Not overdo it, but just watch it. And again, right now I feel great outside, maybe a little bit of phlegm gargling up here every once in a while. So anyways, so with that, I just wanted to touch base with everybody and check out the films that I submitted for the film festival. I'm very proud of them. One's a 4-minute film and the other's like 8 or so minutes, so they don't eat up a ton of your time, but check them out. And with that, as always, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been too long-winded. That's just my nature and in my DNA. So God bless, stay safe. As always, it's a new day in the outdoors.